guys are doing well. You know, I missed you guys. Birthday just passed. I'm still gonna celebrate this weekend though. So I came back and we're going to talk about a little bit of astrology, you know, and I want to start doing some astrology videos to help you guys out. I made a determination where I want to go next, and astrology is so crazy, but we'll do all that. We're going to talk about Pluto Retrograde. Pluto Retrograde started on April 26th and it ends October 7th or 6th, but the effects still linger before and after the dates, like side effects. What is Pluto Retrograde? The planet Pluto is about death and rebirth, transformation, tearing things down, building back up. And tarot also like associated with the Tower card, so it can be good or bad, things tearing down. Now, retrograde means to go back, so, or to reverse and bring it, and then like at the end of retrograde, everything is built back up. Now, I'm technically not saying retrograde completely will ruin everything for you, because it won't. There's other aspects that are moving you forward, other aspects and planets that are direct, so you don't have to worry too much about that. But you do need to figure out what house Pluto is in. So whatever house Pluto is in, that will affect you in that way during this retrograde. Now, this is different than Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde was all about talking and thinking, arguments, debates, conversation, and all that. But this is Pluto. Let's talk about how to find out how will this affect you in each house, or whatever house you have depending. So we're going to go through all 12 houses, and I'm just going to break down all 12 houses how basically you will be affected in some way. So if you have Pluto in the first house, this will be a transformation with your identity, how you present yourself, really what your innovations and ideas and plans are. A lot of that is going to be changing. The way you thought about everything, maybe plans could change, things could be torn down and rebuilt. Also, first house is ruled by ego as well, so you could find your ego changing, or you know, being torn down and rebuilt again. Ego death. If you have Pluto in the second house rules around cash, assets, money, value of yourself. All that stuff revolves around a little bit more finances. It also connects to the 8th house a little bit for me. So that being Pluto being in that house, you could see a lot of things change within your money, your finances, your assets, even the value within yourself may go up or down. So you can find yourself dealing with that. And it's more deeper than that, but I'm just kind of going through the houses, you know. Third house, which rules around communication, neighbors, siblings, I want to say early education if I'm not tripping, music. So with Pluto retrograde happening in that house, you'll expect your communication to change, maybe your relationship with your neighbors or somebody close to you to change, your relationship with your siblings to change, or things, just a lot of changing in that. Fourth house, you will expect things to change in your household. You will feel like things probably are like being torn down or being hectic, but they're just being rebuilt. You can expect things from your past to maybe be reborn, to come back around, to maybe see how you're gonna handle these situations. Crazy. A lot of infrastructures, and that being mixed in with rebirth and death. Yeah, a lot of infrastructures, bonds, foundations in your life could be changing as well. Fifth house, romance, love affairs, kids, creativity, adventure, freedom, all that type of stuff. You can expect those aspects to change as well, so you can find yourself, romance could be being torn down, love affairs could be changing, the relationships with your kids may be changing. You may be also could be having kids, and you be finding out, birthing kids, anything like that. A lot of changes in that as well. You can find yourself changing plans on where you want to go, where you want to do for an adventure wise. You can change your definition. You can change your definition of freedom. Sixth house, work, life, consistency, duty, also the nurturing component also as well. You can find maybe the way that you are consistent in things to change. Maybe things that people are doing could change. Everything that you usually had in a plan that usually is your daily routine, you can expect your daily routine to most likely change and be way differently than you expected probably long down the road. Seventh house, relationships, negotiations, exes, lovers, open enemies, like obviously enemies you know about. It could be some changes within that aspect. You could go through breakups, you could go through getting back together, you could be forming a new relationship, you could be forming new relationships with business partners, you could be negotiating something new, or maybe negotiations will change and be brought back in a different light or in a better substance. Contracts could be brought back in a better substance. Eighth house, debt, marriage. I will throw marriage in there. I mix a little numerology and astrology together, but it still actually makes sense. Debt, joint finances, taboo, sex, inheritance, change as well too in that house. So in death. So that also can be a very intense thing. A lot of big changes in that house. Now, it can be a revolving door as well. So that's just going to be a lot for you guys. Could possibly be within depths could be changed, depths could be eliminated, depths could be added, depths could come back. Marriage could be on the table, but marriage is off the table. Just like all that stuff. Sex could be happening, but then all of a sudden you decide to be abstinent for a long time. Ninth house. There's a lot of change and transformation in how you think about life, religion, spirituality. What do you think as far as it goes? Where does it bring back? Education, internet. You can find yourself maybe rebranding yourself on the internet, rebranding who you are on a spiritual level, on a soulful level, or who you really are, that you would like to be in this existence. 10th house. This could be changing your career path, changing what position you play in your career, changing how your reputation is looked, fixing reputation. Reputation could be changing, could take a jab. Reputation could get a boost. It could be up and down within that. Way you would like to leave your footprint on this world will probably change as well too, or how you would like to be seen and left behind. 11th house. Friends, social circles, social networking, that could change as well. Your friend circle could change immensely with Pluto being in this house. You could see yourself dropping friends, ending friendships, gaining new friendships, rebuilding upon friendships. A lot of that social circle aspect is definitely changing for you. So you can expect a lot of your friendship circle to be something to really zoom in on. And then 12th house, which is about karma, healing, spirituality as well, deepest, darkest secrets, enemies that you don't even know about. And plenty more deep fears and stuff like that. That can be also in a very intense house. A lot of subconscious things, a lot of fear being pushed to the edge, especially with this birth and rebirth and death aspect. It's a lot. It's very deep. This will be a deep, more inside kind of transformation that will come from the outside, inside to outside. Yes, that is Pluto retrograde. That is going to be what it's all about, depending in your house. Of course, I have a Pluto retrograde sale going on right now up to May 7th. So go ahead and book now. I can go ahead and either do a tarot reading, Pluto retrograde reading for you, tarot wise, or astrology birth chart reading for you to break down in that specific house for you, and probably other aspects that you have in that house of this retrograde to help you out and really identify what's going on. Trust, the sale is cheap. You'll have fun. You'll never regret it. Book with the description below and everything, and I see you guys later.